Everybody walks through these doors on a winning streak.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Baker. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's enough for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's a 1st carry for their running back, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Christian Harris there on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
To him on first down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And that will be a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much there. We'll get this down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 9. Shaheed in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. To the ground after the penalty, and he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Reek Woolen brings him down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And this will stay a scoreless game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And try and run it with Walker. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmasked.
And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That his 16th touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect, Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing now from the gun. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Third and long. The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. 2 minutes remain. 1st half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I continue in just a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled 1st half continues. Now they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 17 yards on that play. That's enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Dragons.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Tremble comes in motion. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. On comes the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and 5. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he's going to have the Seahawks first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Tremble comes in motion. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Motion man is Rice. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one, taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
In motion now, it's Collins. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
It's a short kick. Fair catch is called for, and they're going to be in business with a short field to work. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. To the ground, he'll get it again. Can't fault the effort. He got half a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Shaheed in motion. Side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. Here's a toss, right side. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter.
14, Dragons 7.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
On 1st down, they'll go with an option right. He's to the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Dragons. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Seattle. Now Walker. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. Second down and 8. RPO, they'll throw it to Rice. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the fourth.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
The drive starts with a carry by 4. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. In motion now, it's Collins. Oh, high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. 17 yards on that connection, and that will be a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Shaheed in motion. Back to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dragons. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now they'll set up to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Right there, we can do it.
Here's a 2nd and 12. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now this looks like a design run. Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.